For a very exclusive, limited time only, use code GS99 to purchase 1 million coins for the very low price of $99. Link is available in the description. Once again, this is a limited time. It will not last long. Make sure you stock up on your coins for all the new Ultimate Legends, positional heroes, and all the amazing content that they have coming out in the near future. Again, code GS99. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Madden 19 video. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. So we are about to showcase a game that was from my 24-hour live stream maybe 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. No, I think like 2 weeks ago, something like that. So as you guys can see, we are in squads. It is myself, Country Girl, and FTO Le Stamper. And, you know, as usual, you know, us three have been rocking together lately, you know, having some fun on the squads. Now, I've been running the offense. Now, my offense isn't much of anything in squads. It's just toss. It's just run toss, lead the way, big blocks, and try and do good, because I cannot run an offense against users on squads. It's very difficult. Like, if you find yourself a very good offensive coordinator in squads, like, hold on to them, because they are not easy to find. It is extremely difficult to find someone that can move the ball. I'm not one of them. I just run toss. That's it. So Stamper, though, my man Stevie, has been having his some issues with connection recently, and you know, he'll go on ahead and he'll just lag out of games. We go for it. I did not need to spin right there. Unfortunately, bad decision by me. I did not think I was going to get tackled by from behind, and not a very good start from us. So we start off defensively, where Slim is one of the better defensive coordinators on squads, and that's how we actually win. Now, Tiffany, or if you guys know her as Country Girl, has been working on her user ability. You know, she's used to being on a D line, but now she's, you know, starting to get the hang of being able to user a cornerback or a safety or a linebacker, and you know, so we're in transition of, you know, teaching her how to use her, and she's, you know, gotten a lot better at it. But in order for us to win, like, we have to not allow many points, because I can't put up a lot of points. You know, I'm good for maybe 10 points or something like that. If we're forced to pass the ball, we're in trouble. So right here, as you can see, another player is experiencing network issues, and unfortunately, we lose our defensive coordinator. So it's just Tiffany and I, and Tiffany doesn't have much experience running a defense, or, you know, what to call, how to set up plays, or anything like that. So, you know, we're in trouble. You know, we have someone who's running defense who doesn't have much experience in her. It's someone running offense who doesn't have much experience in myself. And we're just in trouble here. So we had agreed to just back out. You know, we're just going to, you know, try to drive, and then we're just going to back out. We're going to pick up Slim, and then we're going to just regroup and head into the next game, because it's going to be highly unlikely her and I are going to be able to win the game, because we're very, you know, not too familiar with running things in squads. Her with the defense, again, me with the offense. 3rd and 9, though. I rolled out. I'm not sure what it is I'm doing right here, but somehow I break free. She's running around. Everyone's running around. I don't know who to find open, and we fumble. 4th down, we decide to go for it. And I believe she, this is where she backs out, which after she does, I was like, wait a minute. I think, let me give it a shot here. Let me give it a shot. If I don't get this, I'll back out, and then I pick up the 1st down, right? So like, wait a minute. I might be onto something here. Now, the frustrating thing with being able to run squads by yourself is that you cannot motion anyone on offense. I can't move anyone. Now, it is definitely better for me to, you know, be able to call offense by myself compared to 2 other users, because I know exactly what routes the computer are going to run. With users, you just never know. Like, they can just run a 9 route, they can go left, they can go right. You never really know where they're going to go. With the computer, I can playmaker. I know exactly where they're going to go. I know exactly when the routes are going to break. I can depend on just the stability of their routes, but I can't motion anyone. But we end up scoring, tying the game 7-7, and here we go on defense. So now I have to try and stop 2 users and try and, you know, stop all the cheese that is in squads. Like, squads is completely different from head-to-head. You know, I'm by far a better head-to-head player than squads, but, you know, I like to think I'm one of the better ones at both. You know, there's a lot of really great squad players that don't really mess with head-to-head, and obviously there's a lot of head-to-head guys that don't really mess with squads. It's just a completely different world in squads. Like, everything is so difficult to stop in squads because you have the users. You know, in head-to-head, I can sit here, I can run my crossing routes, but in squads, it'll get shut down because you'll just have two users just shut it down while it's tough. You guys understand. But we end up getting a stop, right? So it's like, okay, let's focus. I think I can get this. I think I can probably win this. The only issue where I'm going to have is not being able to motion. You know, I run my pistol bunch, and I like my motion to the left. That way, if I run the ball, they can, you know, block on the far outside. If I pass the ball, you know, I like my wheel to, you know, be all far outside to cut up field. And then look at this punt. Like, you look at my react. Look how upset I am. Like, you got to be kidding me. That's the punt they got that trickled on the 1 yard line. We hit a toss right here. He gets unblocked, and we end up getting a safety. And I was just like, wow, you have got to be kidding me. Like, a punt may have just won them a game. Like, that punt really just literally drizzled on the 1 yard line. But here we go on defense. Thankfully, Slimothy runs a playbook that I'm very familiar with his multiple playbook, excuse me. So I'm into 5-2 here, you know, trying my best to lock things up. They're running a lot of fake screen wheel. He chucks it up to the right side. We click on, we get the pick with Roniford, and I am maybe a quick play from getting in field goal range. I hike it, I throw it to the tight end immediately, and we call a timeout with 1 second remaining, which allows me to take the lead with the field goal. So, all right, you see me trying to focus. Look at my focus face. I'm focused. I'm beyond focus. I'm focusing on focus. That's how focused I am. I'm like, you know, I got to focus on focusing. So now they have the ball. I'm back again on defense. And so far, you know, if they knew what they were doing, I wouldn't stand a chance, right? Because they can just use their wheel routes on the outside, high point it, and come down with it with ad catches. And the computer has a very tough time being able to stop that. It pretty much has to be user, and I can only watch one side, right? But they're not doing that. You know, they're not too familiar with all the squad cheese that you can do, because when you face a good squad team, you face nothing but high points, and it's just, it's not easy to stop. But here we go with offense after getting a stop, and we have a chance to really put this game away. If I can score a touchdown, I feel like I'm in good shape. This is why I got rid of it. Look how wide open that was. I wanted the Gronk spike that controller so bad. The crossing route is wide open. Wide open. Well, not like completely wide open, but I mean, he had a few yards of space. It should be an easy completion. But Vic overthrows it. And field position, is extremely important in squads. Out of frustration, I know that this isn't a smart thing to do. The top teams in squads, they'll punt on 4th and 1. Like, field position is everything in squads. In a good game of good players, it's going to be very difficult to move the ball because, you know, you got your blitzes, you got your shed defense, you got your users, and it's just not easy moving the ball. So the smart thing there would have been to punt the ball, because if I get stopped, which I did, I'm guaranteeing them, 3 points. And it just wasn't a smart decision by me. It's just out of frustration, and I shouldn't have done it. 2nd and 9, though, he ends up stepping up, and somehow, like, Peppers just could not keep up with McNabb. And, man, 3rd and 2, they actually go to a user wheel on the outside, but thankfully it's smothered. So we held them to 3, and that means that we can take the lead and or win the game with the field goal here. So that right there is important. I don't need a touchdown here. I just got to get in field goal range, play smart, relax, and I know I can go on ahead and get in at least field goal range here. I just need to play smart and not do anything stupid, which I did going for it on that 4th and 3. So we're going to go on ahead and hope that we can just move the ball steadily and just make smart decisions here. So we start off with the run. Blocking was very, very, very phenomenal. We spin to the inside, and we end up picking up the first down. And I'm trying to waste as much time as possible because, I'm trying to make this last possession here. Last thing I need to do is give them the ball back and try to stop 2 users by myself. So I feel like the smart thing to do here is play for the field goal. Just take as much time off the clock as possible and try to make this a game-winning drive. So right here, we milk the clock all the way down under 2:30. After this play, unless they call a timeout, we should be able to go on ahead and take it to the 2-minute warning. And we do just that while picking up a first down, and we're very close to field goal range if we're not there already. So now it's like, all right, we're in field goal range. But we want to just be able to pick up a few first downs or two. You know, I don't want to kick a field goal and give them a minute and some odd change to try and stop their offense by myself. So we desperately want to get this first down. 2nd and 6, they play the toss great. Right here, 3rd down, I was like, let's see if we catch him off guard. Just do a whole bunch of fake routes. I would have loved to motion Munoz to the left, but again, you can't motion anyone. We run the ball right here. Quick spin maneuver, and we do pick up the first down, and I am pumped. Look at that right there. Let's go. And right now, all we got to do is waste the time, and it's exactly what it is we do. And we end up kicking the game-winning field goal and getting the victory. This right here is my first ever 1-on-3 victory. I have won a 1-on-2 with the disconnect early, and I was able to win that game. But right here, look at me looking like a Buddha. Very, very excited, winning a 1-on-3. Absolute hell of a game. Hopefully you guys enjoy, man. It's your boy GS with the LeBron hairline. We're going to go ahead and be signing out. Appreciate the support as always. Until next time. Peace!